So I recently read one of Jordan Peterson's books, which is, of course, his the book for which he's known for, which is 12 Rules for Life. 12 Rules for Life. And I read it over a course of over 3 months. And certainly, this is one of the best books, one of the greatest books written by someone who's a great thinker, a great clinical psychologist of our times. And I would like to share my opinion of the book, what I thought about it. And so this is a video which I'm recording from my hostel room again in college, and this is one of the books which I read during my course, and I'd like to share what I thought about the book, my take on the book, and uh, what I felt. So, firstly, of course, the book is very well written. It's very well written. It all 12 rules of life are, basically, these are some parts which, if you add to your life, then it'll certainly add great value. Which is starting from the first rule, which is stand up straight with your shoulders back. So that is something which certainly adds confidence to how you treat yourself, and how you treat yourself is internally is very important, because your external reality is kind of a reflection of your internal reality. So what you think about yourself is very important, and what you say to yourself, even as a joke, could go a long way. So rule one, which is stand up straight with your shoulders back, shows that you're ready to face the challenges of life head on, and you're standing up straight with your shoulders back. So that is something which is, I think, of great value. Make friends with people who want the best for you. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. So of course the book is written very well. It's very engaging. There is, of course, anecdotal evidence again from Dr. Peterson's own life. Dr. Peterson, of course, recommends all people in their 20s to have a plan, to set their life in order. Don't and not to not be afraid of commitment, even if it's in sort of a romantic relationship. That can give great meaning and purpose to your life. So, and help sustain life itself. So he says that you should be very precise in your speech, be articulate with regard to what you want to say, and set your house in perfect order before you go on criticizing the world. So that is rule 6, which I've found which very very meaningful. And tell the truth, or at least don't lie. So you at least be honest with yourself with regard to why you're doing something, what's the purpose of what you're doing. And pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. So which shows that taking on responsibility is something which is very important at our age, where many of us try to dodge responsibility or try to run away from it, and we are afraid of a bit of commitment. But Dr. Peterson says that take on commitment, don't be afraid of it. And that is something which is very important, and something which I found very meaningful. So overall, basis on my understanding of the book, it's very well written, it's very engaging. There is good anecdotal evidence which supports all the rules. And of course, when I read it, there are great compliments which are written, which is it's the brilliant, the truth can set you free. And everyone must read 12 rules of life and then pass it on to a friend. And Dominic Sandbrook from the Daily Mail writes that it's a prophet for our time. So of course, it's a brilliant book, and I recommend everyone to read it. It will provide great value to your life. It certainly has to mine. But of course, one part of life is reading a book, and second part of it is actually applying what you've read. So it's very important that you read it, and it's not a book to be read once. It's not a book to be read twice. You should at least read it 3 or 4 times, and then accordingly make a decision, and apply those various kind of things in your life. And certainly, after reading this book, after applying what all is written, you will certainly turn out, certainly turn out to be a better individual. So this is my take on 12 rules for life, and this is what I thought about the book. This is how I felt. That's all I wanted to share. Thanks.